Hello everyone, my name is Brandy Pryor and this presentation will discuss different resources about personalized learning as part of my requirements for Kennesaw State University's iTech 7600 course. What is personalized learning? The U.S. Department of Education's definition of personalized learning is that personalized learning refers to instruction in which the pace of learning and the instructional approach are optimized for the needs of each learner. Learning objectives, instructional approaches, and instructional content and its sequencing may all vary based on learner needs. In addition, learning activities are made available that are meaningful and relevant to learners, driven by their interests. There are many different definitions or visions of personalized learning. This presentation will compare, contrast, list strengths and weaknesses of 4 different resources that cover this new educational practice. The 4 resources are the Core 4 of Personalized Learning, the elements you need to succeed. This was written by Scott Johns and Mike Wolkin. The abbreviation that I will use when discussing this resource will be the Core 4. This white paper was written to guide educators on how to begin implementing personalized learning by dividing it into 4 main components. Resource number 2 is entitled Personalized Learning, What It Really Is and Why It Really Matters. It is written by Michael Fieldstein and Phil Hill. The abbreviation I will use when discussing this resource is the What and Why vision. Fieldstein and Hill traveled the country to observe different schools implementing personalized learning, and from their research, they identified 6 steps for successful implementation of the strategy, and those steps are listed below. Resource number 3 is Henry County Schools Personalized Learning Program. The abbreviation I will use when discussing this resource is the Henry Vision. The website resource explains the techniques that Henry County School System uses to implement personalized learning in their district. Their program contains 5 essential elements called tenets that the students will access. Resource number 4 is entitled A Vision for Personalized Learning in Georgia K-12 Schools. It is written by Dr. Anissa Loca Vega and Stephanie Stevens. The abbreviation I will use when discussing this paper is the Georgia Vision. This white paper outlines a vision for personalized learning for the state of Georgia. The authors state that there are 9 essential conditions that are required for personalized learning. I will now discuss the similarities between these 4 resources. Similarity number 1. All resources indicate educational content must be differentiated for students on their academic level and pace. The Core 4 vision states that instructional materials must allow for differentiation of pace, path, and performance tasks. The Henry vision uses competency-based learning with flexible pacing. The What and Why vision says successful programs identify opportunities in the course design to improve individual support for students. And the Georgia Vision says that learners must make an informed decision about progression and pace to reach mastery. Learners can also make a plan that addresses additional competencies by the learner's needs and interests. Similarity number 2. Students must take responsibility for their own educational achievement. The Core 4 vision states ongoing student reflection promotes ownership of learning. Henry Vision says student agency is the foundation of Henry County's personalized learning environment. The What and Why vision says that students will review their goals they set the previous week, discuss their progress toward these goals, and evaluate whether the strategies they use to help them and develop new goals for the next week. And the Georgia Vision says learners must have the skills and complex cognitive processes to direct their own learning and reach their own goals. Similarity number 3, data should be collected frequently and is key to inform instructional decisions or competency. The Core 4 vision says one of their main components is data-driven decisions. Frequent data collection informs instructional decisions and groupings. Henry Vision uses competency-based learning, and the students move through coursework as they demonstrate mastery of each target. And the Georgia Vision standard number 6.3 states that learning coaches will assess learners' experiences, formal and informal assessments in both formative and summative ways as they align to acquisition of competencies. Similarity number 4, authentic learning experiences are implemented into the program. The Core 4 evidence says that, but they also ensure assessment is an opportunity for learning relevant for individual students and connected to the world around them. Also, teachers can curate articles in an effort to prepare students for real-world application of ideas. Henry's Vision says students learn through real-world projects, problem solving, and service learning inside and outside of the classroom, and present evidence of their learning to authentic audiences such as parents, business, and community members. The Georgia Vision states ongoing assessment is authentic, flexible, relevant, varied, and performance-based. Similarity number 5. Students must reflect on their own data to review growth and determine their next goals or path. The Core 4 Vision says students continuously reflect on their own data and academic performance to boost growth. Henry Vision says personal learning plans are co-created by students, their families, and Henry County staff to help create learning paths that are unique to each student. The What and Why Vision says students will review their goals they set the previous week, discuss their progress toward these goals, evaluate whether the strategies they use help them, and develop new goals for the next week. And the Georgia Vision says personalized learning requires the learner to be aware of competency dependencies to make informed choices in planning a unique progression and pace through mastery and partnership with the educator. Similarity number 6. Learners will house mastery of standards in a digital platform. For this similarity, only 2 visions specifically stated this. The Henry Vision says Henry County Schools have their learners use a learner profile platform in which the data is uploaded and monitored. In the Georgia Vision, the learner is then responsible for entering mastery evidence into a unique profile in a digital portfolio system. Similarity number 7. Significant teacher training must be implemented in order to sustain a successful program. This was mentioned in 2 of the visions. The Core 4 Vision says significant time and training will be necessary to properly incorporate all of the Core 4 elements in a meaningful way. The What and Why Vision says successful programs provide faculty training and pedagogical support. Now we will discuss the differences between the visions. Difference number 1. The visions are broken out into different numerical components. The Core 4 Vision has 4 components. Henry County Schools has 5 tenets that they use. The What and Why Vision identifies 6 steps for a successful strategy. And the Georgia Vision has 9 essential conditions. Difference number 2. The Georgia Vision indicates that there are 3 major roles of responsibility in the personalized classroom. The other visions do not mention this. According to Loki, Vega, and Stevens, the division of responsibility between the educator as instructional designer will become increasingly distinct from the educator as learning coach as personalized learning matures in the school setting. Another difference is the Georgia Vision includes a list of standards for each the learner, the educator as instructional designer, and the educator as learning coach. The other visions do not include this strategy or the standards. Difference number 4, the Core 4 Vision provides tips to teachers to help implement each of their 4 components. Number 5, The Core 4 vision provides images and artifacts from genuine classrooms that are implementing the practice. Number 6, the What and Why vision emphasizes that we must look at personalized learning as a practice rather than a product. That vision states, if we choose to think of personalized learning as a practice rather than a product, we could start by taking a hard look at course designs and identifying those areas that fail to make meaningful individual contact with students. Strengths. Number 1, the Georgia Vision explains that the roles of educators will also need a paradigm shift in order to accomplish personalized learning. I believe this is a major strength because personalized learning is going to take so much more time and planning time than what is currently allotted to teachers. Noting that this shift in responsibilities needs to occur on the front end helps to preset the stage for a more successful transition into personalized learning. Strength number 2, the Georgia Vision and the Henry Vision strongly emphasizes that the first step starts with the learners as driving agents in the educational process. For me, this is vital in making personalized learning operational. Students must be motivated and focused on their education to ensure they are analyzing their data, setting goals, and showing growth. The educator as learning coach will not have time or the ability to monitor all behavior concerns in this type of environment. For example, being sure students are on the correct websites, not just surfing the internet, but actually on their learning path. Students will have to take charge for their learning. Strengths. Number 3, the Georgia Vision also includes detailed standards that can help to guide the learner, the educator as instructional designer, and the educator as learning coach. These standards are very beneficial to all stakeholders since they provide an outline on how to meet each of the essential 9 conditions that are needed to implement personalized learning. Strength number 4, the Core 4 vision emphasizes that teachers master one component before transitioning to another. It encourages teachers to begin small, and through development and practice, teachers will gain expertise. This thought can be very reassuring, especially for teachers that are resistant to change. Weaknesses. The Core 4 vision indicates that teachers will be selecting the content and tools, analyzing data, providing tutoring, and general instruction. It relies heavily on the teacher being the instructional designer and facilitator. This vision could be very burdensome on teachers as they will be designing and implementing the personalized instruction. Teachers could experience burnout trying to handle or juggle all of those responsibilities. Weakness number 2, the What and Why vision lacks specific objectives and or standards for the learner and teacher. This vision merely provides suggestions for tutoring, contact time, and content. However, a more detailed plan of action would be more beneficial to the actual practice. Number 3, or 4, the What and Why vision fails to emphasize the importance of student agency. There's a lot of discussion about what the teacher should be doing and thinking of personalized learning as a practice rather than a product. With this statement, we must also be sure that students are practicing self-motivation that will encourage the self-reflection and goal setting. Another weakness is Henry County Schools vision does not explain in detail the methods in which teachers will support the students. It lacks in-depth details of standards that will support their program. My vision of personalized learning. Personalized learning requires intentional instruction that is designed to meet learners at their current ability level to grow their achievement through flexible yet engaging content. Learner agency is a direct factor to success in a traditional educational setting. However, in a personalized learning environment, it will be vital. Students must be beyond motivated and take ownership for their educational progress. Faculty professional development with strategies to help instruct learners on how to plan and achieve their own educational goals must occur before implementation. Traditional teacher duties will be divided into 2 different positions of teachers as educational designer and teacher as learning coach. In addition, frequent analysis of data, setting learning goals, competency-based learning, flexible pacing, and flexible evidence of standard mastery will be evident. Thank you so much.